I'm Liz.
And I'm Markus. We are global workers. In Germany, Eurasia is the region. And we're actually loving what we're doing.
So we lead the ministry at the Das Canada House in Germany, which is a guest house, as well as a ministry reaching out to churches and cities that don't have life-giving churches.
Actually, I was born in Germany, and I came to Canada and pastored here near Toronto. And Liz and I, we were then asked if we could consider, because of course, the language, that I speak fluent German, and Liz as well, if we could consider going back to Germany and actually running this outreach base for not just Europe, Germany, but also Europe and further than that. And so we said, hey, why not? Let's check it out. And we have done that now the last 4 years, running this guest house, getting it actually running, and then also starting to form a ministry out of it, the one with the guest house, and then the other one is with actually reaching out and helping Germany to connect with God.
Why does Germany need God?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Germany has seemingly everything materially, but spiritually, they don't have God. They need God for direction in the middle of a crisis like the COVID crisis or the flood that just happened in Germany where we lost many people's lives. They need a hold, a stronghold, a fortress.
Wouldn't believe it, but Germany, the land of Reformation, where Luther helped the people to connect with God, and then that spread throughout the whole world, that this country is so post-Christian that we have less than 2% actually relating to God on a regular, on a life living basis. In East Germany, that used to be 3 generations of communism, you hardly find any Christians there. And they say that a study of Chicago University says that the least reached area in the whole world is East Germany. You're thinking of a development country or something, but it is right there where all the Christianity of the past happened. And so we are actually thrilled in one way because the people are so fresh and wanting to hear about God. But on the other hand, you think, okay, just 3 generations ago, it was a normal thing for the most of the population to relate to God, and now that's not happening anymore.
We have 40 plus beds that we host retreats, we host church groups, leadership groups, seminars, and also Canadian teams that want to come to Germany and minister in Germany.
Cities of a population of 10,000 more, we have over 400 cities that need a new life-giving church. That's hard to manage with what is there. So it's really our hope that we get lots of Canadians and other international guests saying, come on, we just help the body of Christ in Germany to reach out to the people, to their neighbors, and just bringing lighthouses to cities that really are in desperate need for that, because when it comes down to, we need God. We need God in our everyday life. We cannot just do religion. We need to, as Liz said before, we need to face the challenges that we have, and not alone, but we need God who can help us.
The biggest thing is prayer. We need people to pray into cities, into places that don't have life-giving churches. We have some people that are going to plant churches, but it's so tough and so hard. And we believe that prayer can loosen the soil and can prepare people's hearts. We go prayer walking into cities with Canadians and just break the ground. And we need people to back those people that are the Germans that are willing to go into cities, back them in prayer and give them power.
It's not really the name it, claim it kind of thing, but it's very interesting. We went prayer walking. which means like open eyes and closed mouth. We take teams along and say, okay, come with us prayer, walking, and just talk with God about the people. Let's say we sit at the ice cafe at the Italian or something, and you watch the people, and then you start connecting with God, saying like, God, what? It's actually not we talking to him about the people, but he starts speaking to our hearts. And then when we go home, I say, well, let's just wait it out. If the prayer was a seed, let's see what happens with the next half a year, 1 year, 1.5 years. And if something happens, we'll let you know. And that's kind of funny because you're like, okay, it's just prayer, you know. But we have seen this happening in several places that actually where we prayer walked, 1.5, 2 years later, somebody calls us and said, we want to go to that city and plant a church. Do you have any idea what we should do and how we should do it? Can you help us with prayer or with friends or so? Like, and we're so totally amazed. And then we tell people from Canada, so who were there, hey, we were there and we did prayer walking. And God has done this thing now, like I can't hardly believe it, but it's actually happening that prayer is answered, you know, so.
So we do have a Facebook page, Das Canada House, Canada with K. It's the German way of spelling it. So we constantly post, you know, things that are happening, retreats, pictures, and tell our story there. Yes.
You also find photos of the accommodations that if you would ever visit, hey, who doesn't want to go to Europe? Come on. We're only 1.5 hours from Frankfurt, from the international airport. So it's really not too far away from just stopping by. If you want to go to Asia or Africa and you stop by, and then we have nice accommodations. We host you and we show you around. And while we do, you connect with your heart to what we're doing there.